He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha, and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him, and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Minash Mishra.
सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तयेन चराचर तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री सदाशिवाय नमः। तस्मै श्री महादेवाय नमः। ॐ तत्सत् तत्सत् तत्सत्। अहम ब्रह्मास्मि। Good morning, everyone, and good evening to the people from the other side. स्वागत है आप सभी का to this specific session that was been created for the benefit of all of us, like especially those who are far of India or even in the remote places where they are not able to travel to this particular Kumbh Mela. So when all these things are happening, when we thought like अगर वो घट घट में वासी है और वो मेरे मन का निवासी है, the one who is there in every space should also be there within me, right? And if it is within me, तो ये शरीर को कुंभ क्यों नहीं बनाया जा सकता जिसमें वो दिव्य रूपी अमृत जो है उसे क्यों नहीं बसाया जा सकता? So of course, when people go there and their experiences are like countless, आपको मौका मिले तो बिल्कुल जाइएगा. But considering conditions that we are in right now, and especially bound by the worldly things, it is pretty difficult to even think of going it. Although you have a deep desire to visit, you have a deep desire to be there, you have a deep desire to experience what is being done there. Now just think of in a marriage, when you go to a marriage function and there are just few thousands of people and it feels like so chaotic. Now think of being among not few lakhs, might be a crore of people all coming together, chaos, and still a balance maintained within that. So that will certainly create the aura, that will certainly create the amalgamation of such kind of energies that is brought in into this space. But does that keeps us, if we are at home, will we be missing it? The question to that is pretty easy and very tough as well. कुछ लोग तर्क कर सकते हैं, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? How can you have a dip into the Triveni Sangam while you are at home? This is all absurd, right? So let me answer it in a very simple way first. Then we will go into the deeper aspects of that, wherein today we will not only be doing the Triveni Sangam Snan for our own selves, but even we will invite our Pitrugana, those who have not been a part of the Mahakumbh and could not attend, because if you look at this, like after so many, like 100+ years, this has happened. So that means 2 generations at least pass by. So in that also, if कोई पूर्व पुरुष हमारे रहे, उनकी भी इच्छा रही होगी कि त्रिवेणी में स्नान करने की, so we'll do a specific process for them as well, where through your hands you will dip them. So that is one specific thing that we'll be working on as well. So पहले clarity लेके आते हैं. Let me bring the clarity first. If you are sitting in a garden and you just look at a tree, let's say there is a mango tree out there, and when you are looking at the mango tree, you see that 2-3 people are sitting along with you, and you say, look at that mango tree, I believe oranges will come out of that. And can you believe like this tree can actually have oranges on it? Then the person who is logical will jump into action as if he is doing it. He says, how is it possible? How can a mango tree have orange in it? This is absolutely not possible. You have lost your mind. But the other person who is sitting there, if it is a devotee, he will look at it with awe and says, Bilkul ho sakta hai. It's possible. What is not possible for my Lord? What is not possible for him? It is absolutely possible. He can make it actually. Can you see the difference here in between two people? The Bhakt, the devotee, out of his simplicity, he thinks this must be a Leela of him and it is possible if oranges can come out of the apple tree. And he is not interfering in that. He says, uski marzi hogi, wo karega. हो जाएगा, और ऐसा होता भी है. बट द लॉजिकल पर्सन हियर जंप्स इनटू एक्शन एंड सेज नहीं हो सकता, as if he has to do that. वो कहेगा ये कैसे हो सकता है. He will go draw the theories, look into documents, come back and still fight with you. And for him, trust me, the apple tree will never have oranges, because he is the one who is stopping it from happening. उसे लगता है कि वो सब कुछ कर रहा है और उसके सामर्थ्य में नहीं है, इसलिए उस सेब के पेड़ से संतरा नहीं निकल सकता. कैन यू सी द डिफरेंस हियर वेरी क्लियरली. उसको लगता है कि वो कर रहा है और वो नहीं कर सकता, दैट मीन्स इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल टू फॉर गॉड ऑल्सो. लेकिन भक्त उसमें इंटरफियर ही नहीं करता. क्लियर है. सो ऑल द इंटेलिजेंट पीपल कैन सिट हियर एंड फाइट. हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल? as if they have to bring the water here, or the one who has surrendered, for him the water will flow. So that's the difference that we can speak of when people keep on telling how can this happen and why it can. So choose your side. What is not possible, जब धरती पे गंगा ही नहीं थी तो उसको भी बुलाया गया ना. जब स्वर्ग से गंगा उतर के धरती पे आ सकती है तो क्या यहीं से आपके घर तक नहीं पहुंच सकती? Ask those people once. The logical people, can they even tell, like, how can Ganga come from the sacred Kamandalu of Brahma and fall into this earth? So now it was Bhagirath that brought it for the benefit of his ancestors. Now you have to call it to your home for the benefit of you, your family, your ancestors. And what if I say you don't even have to call it, it's already there? All that it is required is invoking. Just like you are sitting out here and you can look around and say there is no fire. Absolutely, there is no fire. But if you bring a matchbox or a lighter and light it up, will the fire appear or not? What did you do to bring that fire? Might be a device, might be a friction, might be some elements that came together, combustion happened, and you could see the fire. That means even though I cannot see any fire in this room, I can still create a fire if I have the device. Can't you create the Kumbh here if you have the device? So the devices here was the lighter, but in this case, mantrik, yantrik. Means मंत्र के सिद्धियों से, और यांत्रिक मतलब यंत्र के जैसा बना के, you can actually bring the same space into your home right now. And that's exactly what we are going to do. I first thought that just to make it happen with a meditative process. Then I said, why not even do a specific way of the process through which both combination happens? आप मंत्र भी करोगे, आप यंत्र भी स्थापन करोगे, और साथ ही साथ आप मेडिटेटिव स्टेट्स में जाके यू विल एक्सपीरियंस इट फर्स्ट हैंड. So that's what we are going to do now. Are you ready? So we will start with the very basics of Kumbh so that everybody understands what it is all about. And then I believe like every one of you have all the things arranged that the list was provided yesterday. I tried to keep it as simple as possible, and I believe everything must have been there at your homes. The fight was not with the samagri, the fight was waking up. आप जाग गए हो तो हो जाएगा. So that's what I believe, because the entire fight goes into that space. But good. So Kumbh. So when we speak of the Kumbh, what does Kumbh means? It must be a pot. When it is a pot can be of varieties. A pot can be of a golden pot. It can be a clay pot. It can be of any metal, any material. So I believe like all of you have an external Kumbh with you as well. जब कुंभ है, समय है, बस मेला लगाना ही है ना. When all the things are ready, the only thing that you need now is to bring. How do you bring people to your home? You invite them. And if you invite the divine beings, आपके घर में आपने कुंभ स्थापित करोगे, उस कुंभ में आप यंत्र के माध्यम से उसको जागृत करोगे. उसके बाद मंत्र विधि के द्वारा उन सारे देवी देवताओं से लेके ऋषि मुनियों तक, आपके पूर्वजों तक, सबको अगर आप वहां बुलाओगे, एंड दे ऑल एक्यूमुलेट देयर अराउंड द कुंभ. Now tell me, what will happen to you? Will you be in that space or not? You will be surrounded by those kind of divine beings. You will be surrounded by. और यहाँ सबसे अच्छी बात ये हो जाएगी that there are a crore of people in Kumbh Mela, right? How about you invoking the 33 crores Devi Devata itself? So that's what the process is going to be. All it requires is to completely surrender into that space. And your experiences will speak louder than the intellect. And the best part, you can not only do this today, all the specific dates of Mahasnan that has been given for till February 26th, you can again go back, watch the video, do the same process, get the benefit again. तो जो जाके एक बार स्नान करके आते हैं, आप बार बार कर सकते हो. एंड इफ यू वांट डू द सेम प्रोसेस एवरी सिंगल डे टिल द कुंभ मेला एंड्स. एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी प्रिटी हेफ्टी, बहुत सरल होने वाला है. बट इफ एनीबडी वांट्स, लाइक वो रहता है ना, एक इच्छा रहती है कि अरे एक बार नहीं, बार बार कुंभ में नहाना, कैन हैव दैट. एंड मोर ओवर, once you do the process, you will let me know what experience you had. It can happen right away when we are doing it, or it will show you some shines, or you can actually dip in that space even in your dream state. ना अब प्रश्न ये आएगा, ड्रीम स्टेट में नहाने से कुछ होगा क्या? अच्छा, ड्रीम में जो देखते हो उसको देख के तो डर जाते हो. मतलब डरना स्वाभाविक है, लेकिन अच्छे चीजों को मानोगे नहीं. Are you getting that? So when all these things are there, I am trying to address the logical mind very clearly. So I believe like you all are sitting in a place where you can do the process. वो सामने एक छोटा सा कुछ जगह बना के जहाँ पे आप सब कर सकते. Most probably I could see like people are sitting in their puja rooms only, so that's good. Chalo. So let me give a simple idea about what is Kumbh Mela and what all it is there. And then I will guide you slowly one by one. Uh, there was a beautiful question put forth to me actually, that when I recently shared the video कि शिव आपको बांधता नहीं है, मुक्त कर देता है, he accepts you unconditionally, then a beautiful question was put forth to me, and I asked that, okay, you can ask this question to me in the Q&A session. The question was, if Shiva has accepted everything and he accepts everyone, then what happened to the Ketaki flower? Why has he not accepted it? Why is it cursed? Why is it not kept on him? So most probably I'll try to answer that also. In this entire process, you will come to a realization कि ऐसा कैसे हो गया कि जिसे शिव ने तो सबको अपना लिया, ये एक फ्लावर का क्या गलती था, एक बार झूठ क्या बोल दिया, वो मुक्त ही नहीं हो पाया क्या? Then it's not the bigger question about the flower, it's actually our inner quest. It's our inner question कि उसने एक गलती की, it did one error and Shiva cursed him, and till date he does not accepts it. What would happen to us? Because हम तो रोज कुछ ना कुछ करते रहते, knowingly unknowingly things happen. So what about us? Will we be discarded? Will we not be accepted? So when this question comes into play, I believe the answer should also be given in the most amazing way, even through this process. And you will also come to know whether Ketaki flower has been accepted or not. So things will unveil itself slowly. So the Kumbh or the Mahakumbh. So as you know, there are Kumbh, Ardha Kumbh, Purna Kumbh, and Mahakumbh. So here, the Mahakumbh is like, if you really want to create that space, you have seen so many images of Kumbh Mela by now. Like so many people around, and the people, those who have already visited the place, they have seen it with their eyes. So just for a moment, close your eyes and just think of like how it would be to be there in that place. Of course, it's not going to be as comfortable as you think, because you are sitting here, and when you sit and imagine a beautiful snow-cladded mountain, it looks pretty easy. But how about when you start climbing it? Similarly, when you are sitting at the comfort of your home, when you think of the Kumbh Mela, now think of so many people, so many chaos, so many roadblocks, so many things happening all around. So many things are not in alignment, yet everyone is there for one purpose: to get the touch of the divine, to experience the divine. So now seclude yourself and just imagine that you are absolutely walking on that path. You are just walking in those lanes. People are there, it's all surrounded, but you do not hear any sound. You can see all around. You can see so much of rush, but you, as if for you, there is a path where you are walking without any deviation, without any stoppage, without any blockage. You are simply walking. You are just looking around, and as if you have become a light being who is traveling the Kumbh. So just keep that in mind, because the God has created the amazing instrument, a yantra called as the mind. And the mind has the power to go anywhere. Only thing that it needs, a sankalpa. The moment it decides to go, No one stops it. So now with that yantra that you have, the mind, how about you just walking into that space? Don't worry about your knee pains because your mind does not have a knee. Don't worry about the barricades because your mind is beyond all barricades. You are simply walking through. And when you are walking through all these things, what all you see, just keep it. It can be imagination. Absolutely agreed. But in that imagination also, you see, like even science says anything that can be brought into existence has to be thought first. पहले वो आपके मन के आंखों से देखना पड़ता है. Even if a engineer has to build a house, he has to imagine the house in his mind first. And without that, even he cannot create it. So similarly, without even having that vision, you cannot create anything out there. So the vision that you are having here is you're walking through. And the Mahakumbh is the grand confluence of spirituality, mysticism, and divine energy. It is not just an event, it is a celestial opportunity that connects humans to the cosmos. एक ऐसा स्थान, एक ऐसी जगह जहां आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ इस दुनिया से नहीं, पारलौकिक दुनिया से भी आप संगम जोड़ सकते हो. इसीलिए उसे संगम कहा जाता है. We all know the origin of the Kumbh. We can go back and trace it from the Samudra Manthana, the churning of the cosmic ocean by the Devas and the Asuras. We all know like their goal was to retrieve the Amrita, the nectar of immortality, hidden within the depths of the Kshira Sagara, the ocean of milk. And when there was this fight and Amrita came out, so even the Asuras wanted to have it. Then we all know that Lord Vishnu took the Mohini form or the Mohini Avatara, and he played the ultimate trick to ensure the nectar remained with the gods. And during this process, 4 drops of Amrita fell on the earth at Prayagraj, Haridwar, Ujjain, and Nasik. These are the 4 sites where Kumbh Mela happens. And when the Mahakumbh that is happening right now is held when a cosmic alignment mirrors the original celestial energies present during the fall of Amrita. अभी का योग जो है वो ऐसा योग है, बिल्कुल उसी समय के योग के साथ सेम है as it was when the Samudra Manthana was done or the elixir of life, that is Amrita, was distributed. So this is the same cosmic alignment that's happening right now. And when people take dip into the water during these times, it is believed to absorb the divine vibrations of immortality and liberation. But is it just a physical activity? Is it something that you really need to go and only dip into that water, then only you get the benefits of it? Then the secrets has to be told. As I said that, what if all the things are already there? What if all the things is already present with you? So in order to bring a clarity to that, let's understand the mystical aspect of the Mahakumbh and the Triveni Sangam. Triveni, Veni is nothing else but the hair that you tie in three types of knots. That's three weaves of hair that come together and they create a Veni. And it is called as the Triveni Sangam. And this Triveni Sangam is the confluence or the combination of three rivers, as you know, the Ganga, the Yamuna, and the invisible Saraswati. And when you look at all these three rivers, they actually represent a spiritual force, a spiritual power. If I look at Ganga, Ganga is Gnana or knowledge or truth or wisdom. And this knowledge and wisdom of Ganga is something that eradicates ignorance. Then Yamuna is the depiction of bhakti. When we are talking about bhakti, it's all about devotion and love that creates a deeper connection with the divine. And Saraswati is moksha that helps you attain liberation. And bathing at the Sangam is not merely a physical cleansing or cleaning, but an inner purification of karma, desires, and ignorance. The secret lies in surrendering one's ego into the flow of the divine energies. तो अगर आप अपने इच्छाओं को, अगर आप अपने ईगो को साइड करके रख सकते हो, then you can actually take a dip into the Triveni while sitting at your home itself. Many people, we have heard that they go to Ganga to get rid of the sins. अपने पाप धोने जाते हैं. But it is also said that when I go to Ganga to take a dip, what happens is there are trees around it. And all my sins in the form of ghosts hang on to the trees. I go to the Ganga, I take the shower, come out or take the dip, I come out of that, and again the ghosts of my sin hanging on the trees come back to me. And that is why, despite having these kind of dips again and again, I'm not getting the true essence of liberation. Why? Because you are doing it as a physical activity. You have never understood that it is not only about the physical activity, it is about the knowledge. Taking care of the ignorance that is actually binding you to this world and to its doing. When we look at the Kumbh, why it is so attractive, why people are so much pulled towards it, why this? Have you ever questioned yourself? The answer could be twofolds. One, your fear of missing out. That everyone is there, I am not there. They might get it, I might miss it. So that is one fold act of fear. And if you are just trying to get it because of your fear, we all know fear is the block. Fear is ignorance itself. And if you are acting upon through fear, will you really get the benefits of it? The question is, no, it's just like the ghost of your sins hanging to the tree because वो डर से गए, कुछ छूट ना जाए, कुछ रह ना जाए. So there is another way of doing that. Why are you exactly pulled towards going there? Why so many people go there? The other side of it is, it itself clearly indicates that there is some magical force in that space which is pulling you. Or else, how come so many people are pulled towards it? Now, either you can go there with a fear force, or you can be pulled by the divine force. And if you are pulled by the divine force, you can actually experience the true essence of Kumbh, because the Kumbh is not just a gathering, it is a cosmic portal. It is a portal through which the divine and the created come together. And during these specific planetary alignments of Jupiter, the Sun, and the Moon, the Earth's magnetic field amplifies the spiritual vibrations, opening a gateway to higher realms. And bathing in these waters during this alignment is said to dissolve lifetimes of karma in moments. Now, when it is a portal and when a magnetic field is created, are you living in another earth, or you are in the same earth where the cosmic alignment has happened? That means it is also possible to experience the same thing while sitting at your home. Then, what is exactly the dip that people take into these waters? इसका मतलब है क्या actually? The true meaning, as per my understanding, is taking the dip in the Kumbh waters is symbolic of merging the microcosm, that is the self, into the macrocosm, the universe or the creator. This act of merging of the microcosm into the macrocosm, this act signifies the dissolution of the ego or the ahankara into the universal consciousness. And as I am speaking on a public platform, I will give a simple mantra that people can chant while they go to the Kumbh Mela. They can simply chant the mantra of Om Gangescha Jamuneshchaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalasminam Sanidhim Kuru. So this mantra, if they don't know any mantra at all, if they can just simply take this mantra, chant it, and take the dip, they will get the maximum benefit out of it. However, I am only giving one simple mantra of it. But for you, there are a series of things coming. And there are specific mantras that people can actually do and get the maximum benefit. It's like preparing your body to get the maximum absorption of those energies. So, what are the true teachings that I should learn first before even understanding what this Kumbh Mela is? Then let's understand the Kumbh is not outside, because it is not just an external event, but a reflection in the inner confluence into the inner soul. The Ganga flows as wisdom in your mind. The Yamuna flows as love in your heart. And the Saraswati as the silent divine current of liberation within your soul. क्या ऐसा हो सकता है या ऐसा होता है? Can it really happen, or it actually happens, where Ganga flows as the wisdom of your mind, Yamuna as the love in your heart, and Saraswati as the silent divine current of liberation within your soul. Let me speak a little bit about that. When I talk about Ganga, the wisdom, through the satsangs, the kind of knowledge that you are gaining, the kind of things that are coming to you, that itself creates a lot of awareness within you. And that creates the space of Ganga. And then Yamuna has been the place where Krishna has done all the leelas out there. Then it speaks of love, and love is a sign from your heart. So when you are attending the satsangs, you purified yourself through the knowledge. Then, with that purified knowledge, you have more and more love towards the divinity. And that's where the true essence of love begins within you. And in your heart, when you feel the closeness to the divine, in that space, you actually create the Yamuna within your heart. I just wrote a few lines yesterday and I said कि तुम्हारी इन मनमोहक आंखों में, तुम्हारी इन मनमोहक आंखों में तो पूरा ब्रह्मांड डूब जाए, भला बताओ मेरे हृदय की औकात ही क्या थी महादेव. In your eyes the entire cosmos might drown. What was the stand of my small little heart? And it just dipped into it. And then I speak of Saraswati. That quite little sound that keeps on ringing in your ears. You are gaining the right kind of knowledge. You have the pull towards the divine. Now the only desire that is left with you is liberation. And it is not shouting out that I want liberation, I want liberation, I want liberation. And in this case, liberation is not just getting liberated from this space. But what I believe is, in your case, the liberation is merging yourself into the divine. So that silent thought that keeps on going through you, that's what is all about Saraswati. So now tell me, are you experiencing the Triveni within you or not? And then if we believe like, okay, there is something called as the planetary alignment that enhances the pranic flow in our body, especially the Sushumna Nadi. Now, when we talk about the Sushumna Nadi, which awakens the Kundalini Shakti, now we all know we have a Chandra Nadi, we have a Surya Nadi. What about the Surya Nadi being Ganga, the Chandra Nadi being Yamuna, and then the invisible flow of Shakti that awakens in your Kundalini as Saraswati, because it is invisible. How does it come into existence? When these two combine together in the coiled form of your Kundalini, the Sushumna awakens. So that is exactly what we will do. इसीलिए हमने देखा है कि ब्राह्मण जब हाथ में कुछ अगर कुछ लेके खा लेता है या तो कुछ करता है, he touches its right ears and he says Karna Ganga, because on the right side of the body there is Ganga, on the left side of the body there is Yamuna, and the invisible flow, when they both combine, the invisible current, the invisible flow that is created, it creates the Saraswati river. So what we are talking is all within us, nothing, something that's only available in the physical world. Few more, two more mantras for the people, those who go to the Kumbh and when they take the dip. Yeah, here you can call upon to the greatest of the greatest. Om Pavitraय Vidmahe Gangadharaya Dhimahi Tanno Shiva Prachodayat. So while taking the dip, while getting ready to take in the dip, like if you are physically going there, this mantra can help you, because here you say that I am meditating upon the purifier of Ganga and the bearer of its divine flow, Lord Shiva. May he guide me to liberation. So when you are chanting this mantra and taking the dip into the Triveni Sangam, that actually creates, it's as if like you posted a letter and you said, this is what exactly I want. Then comes the third mantra that you should always chant while doing this is the Trayambakam Yajamahes. When you chant this mantra, this also is liberation. It cleans you out of the bondage and all those things. So, Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pustivartanam Urvarukamiva Vandanat Mrityor Mokshe Yamamritat. Here you are saying, like, I worship the three-eyed Lord Shiva, fragrant and nourishing, who liberates us from bondage and leads us to immortality. But as we know that there are so many things can be talked about the Kumbh Mela. But what if it is not possible for me? If I cannot visit the Kumbh, can I have the same benefits at my home? And the answer is yes. If you have the right intention, if you know the mantras, and if you follow the ritual, you can actually experience the Kumbh at your home. So first and foremost thing what you do is, while sitting there, call upon the Guru Ganapati. Ask for their permission. Think of your Ishta Devi Devata. Ask for their guidance. Think of the Bhairavas. Ask them for their protection. That now you are going to bring in that energy, and may all they help you to achieve what you are starting now. एक सरल प्रार्थना हाथ जोड़ के कि मैं अभी जो कार्य करने जा रहा हूं या जा रही हूं वो निर्विघ्न संपूर्ण हो, without any issues. So if we are done with that, now we will do the process. You can open your eyes and please make sure all the things that was asked for you is there along with you right now. If everyone is ready, if you can just show me a thumb on the camera, because I can see some of the people on the camera. Very good. Thank you. Good. Okay. The process, don't worry, it is going to be very, very simple. Make sure you are sitting on a mat. जमीन के ऊपर आप नहीं बैठे हो, कोई एक मैट डाल के बैठे हो. अगर नहीं है तो मैट डाल दो. Don't worry of the color or anything of such. ठीक है? And as I have said, like you might have placed आपके जो इष्ट देव है या शिव है या किसी भी स्वरूप जो आपको पसंद है, आपने उनको बैठा दिया होगा. जैसे शिव पार्वती और विट्ठल खड़े हैं साथ में. Might be in that way. You might be the photo of a Shiva. Whatever way you are able to do it. Or you are sitting in the amalgamation of all your gods in your puja room. So whichever way. अभी मैं एक एक करके बताते जाऊंगा. I will guide you one by one. And then you keep on doing the process. So, how many of you would really be interested in bringing your ancestors also? क्योंकि ये बड़ा अद्भुत घटना है that you not only do it for your own self, but you do for the ancestors and even brihat kalyan ke liye, means for the benefit of the entire creation. और वो माना जाता है ना कि if you do it for others, the things will automatically be done to you. So as I believe like everyone is ready. Okay, so shall we begin? So the first thing that we will do is, I believe like everybody has found their beautiful place and their image of Shiva, Vishnu, or any Ishta Devi Devata that you have. And आपके पास जो कलश है, it does not matter if it is a copper one, silver one, gold, whatever कलश you have you filled it with water? उसे जल से भर के रखा है आपने? अगर नहीं भरा है तो you fill it up. Okay. Once you fill that up with the clean water that you might have got it, then pour a little Ganga Jal into that. अगर गंगा जल नहीं है तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बिकॉज anyways we will do the mantric way of bringing it into it. लेकिन अगर आपके पास गंगा जल है तो थोड़ा सा उसमें मिला दो. And then the first thing that we are going to do after that is, after pouring the water into the kalash, we will light up the diya or the deep, so that it becomes the witness of the puja that you are doing. उसके अगर आप ऑलरेडी दिया जला चुके हो, डोंट वरी, जस्ट उसको जस्ट शो योर हैंड्स टुवर्ड्स द कलश लाइक दिस, सो दैट वुड बी गुड इनफ. मैं सिर्फ मंत्र चैंट कर देता हूं आपके लिए. ओम दीपज्योति नमस्तुभ्यं दीपज्योति जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते. This means like I am saluting, like my grand salutations to the flame in the lamp, the light of Janardana, that's Vishnu. May this lamp destroy my sins and guide my path. Very simply, just by lighting of the diya itself, you are invoking the energy of Janardana, that is none other than Vishnu, and asking for his guidance, that may he become the light, may he become the pathfinder for you, may he take you to the right path. Once you have lighted up the diya, now what you do is look at the diya carefully. जो अग्नि प्रज्वलित है, उस अग्नि को दिव्य अग्नि मान के, as if this fire is carrying all your prayers directly to the divine. मानो ये एक स्रोत है, एक पोर्टल है जिसके जरिए आपकी प्रार्थना दिव्यता तक पहुंच पा रही है. That's how you look at the light that is burning on the lamp. आपके दिए के ऊपर जो प्रज्वलित अग्नि है, उसे उस भांति देखे जैसे आपका प्रार्थना दिव्यता तक पहुंच रहा है. What you have to do? Along while just looking at it, chant the Gayatri mantra for 16 times. As you all know, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So that means when I am taking the mantra of Gayatri itself, I am also talking about from here to there to thereof. Bhur Bhuva Swaha. So chant the Gayatri mantra for 16 times. The Gayatri mantra you all know. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Sadvitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. So chant this for 16 times. There is no rush. While looking at the flame, chant the Gayatri Mantra as if you are doing a tratak. So that when you are looking at the fire, it cleanses your vision directly. With a lot of devotion, with a lot of attention towards that, do it. No need to worry, you can blink. Once you are done, just show a thumb on the screen so that I will know that you have completed it. Okay. So I'll give 1 more minute time. Please complete it. No rush. Few more seconds. Let them complete. If you are done with that, now do one thing. मैंने आपको कहा था कि bring tulsi leaves, rose petals, camphor, sandalwood paste. ये सारे चीज़ों को उस कलश के अंदर डाल दो. कलश में ऑलरेडी पानी है, आपने गंगा जल मिला दिया है. So pour in all these elements into it. The camphor, the sandalwood paste, the tulsi leaves, and the rose petals. Once you have done that, take a little flower or something and you rotate it into the pot. मैं मंत्र जाप करता हूँ, आप उसको धीरे धीरे, it's like mixing up the entire thing. So start rotating that with a flower, that water in the kalash or the kumbh that you have created. ॐ अपवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थागतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष स बाह्यभ्यन्तरः शुचिः. Now with this mantra, that means that whether pure or impure, I am remembering the lotus-eyed Vishnu who purifies both the inner and the outer self. Now again start rotating it. Om Ganga Yamuna Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Smaryamana Punya Kurya Papa Haranti Me. I am remembering the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu and Kaveri to purify and remove all my sins. So you are invoking all these energies to first and foremost clear all your sins. Now leave the flower into that. Decorate the kalash in whichever way you can. The kumbh जो आपके सामने है उसको थोड़े you can put some flowers or something, just a little decoration. Might be 1 2 flowers is also good enough, so that your kumbh becomes a beautiful kumbh. So that here we next invoke all the divine celestial beings, as if you are saying, see, I have created this beautiful space for you. Now you come. Take a dip first, then give me the dipped water and I can use it now. So, good enough. So, the decoration is done. Now, close your eyes, fold your hands. हाथ जोड़ ले, आंख बंद कर दे. Now, visualize that the Ganga, the Yamuna, and the Saraswati have come into that small little kumbh that you have created. And how is it coming? Feel that the sacred rivers flowing within you is actually connecting with that water and purifying every cell of your body. मानो जैसे वो कुंभ के पानी और आपके अंदर जो त्रिवेणी है उसका संगम हो रहा है. दे आर कनेक्टेड विथ ईच अदर एंड दैट कनेक्शन इज स्टार्टिंग टू क्लेंस all the cells of your body at a physical level. Allow that to happen. It's just like there is a combination of water in that pot, and here I am, a combination of the same. Now you can open your eyes and hold the कुंभ with both your hands. मतलब वहां जहां रखा हुआ है उसको बस टच कर दो दोनों हाथों से. Hold it. If it is difficult, just touch, hold your hands back. अगर आपके पास में है तो उसको पकड़ के रख. And I will chant the mantra for you. Because now, when you are holding the kumbh, close your eyes and again visualize the Triveni Sangam. And you can chant this mantra along with me. Om Ganges Jamunes Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalasmina Sannidhin Kuru. Now, while still holding the kalash or the kumbh, let us invoke the Navagrahas. Now, as far as you can hold the kumbh, hold it. Beyond that, you can just fold your hands and completely, with your closed eyes, keep your focus onto the kumbh, as if the mantras that we are going to chant are going to invoke those divine energies to dip into the kumbh that you have created and create a magical space for you. So now we invoke the Navagrahas. Om Adityaya Somaya Mangalaya Buddhaya Cha Guru Shukra Sanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. Here I am invoking the Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. May their cosmic energies bless this Kumbh. Now, open your eyes, take a little akshat or rice that you have, put it into the Kumbh. As if these rice become those celestial beings that take a dip into the Kumbh. Now, take a little rice In a Mrigi Mudra, you remember that the middle two fingers will touch with the thumb and the last two fingers will be open. इतने में ये तीनों में आप थोड़ा सा राइस ले लो. As much rice you can hold in this three fingers, in between of these three fingers, hold it and keep it in this way as if the Mrigi Mudra is upwards. थोड़े से चावल उसमें लेके ऐसे पकड़ के रखो. And I am going to chant the mantra. And as I start chanting, slowly start dropping the rice into that. Once it is finished, take a little bit more, start pouring into that. But the Mrigi Mudra is the only mudra through which you are going to do it. Okay, चावल लेना है, धीरे धीरे करके उस जल के अंदर छोड़ देना है, ताकि आपके कुंभ के अंदर, जैसे हमने कहा था कि देवी देवता आके कुंभ में पहले स्नान करते हैं, दे टेक द फर्स्ट डिप इनटू द कुंभ. Similarly, through this mantras and through this process, we will bring those divine energies as akshat, and they will take the dip first into the kumbh that has been created by you. Okay. So now let's call upon the divine beings. And as I say, slowly keep pouring rice grains into that. Om Deva Devendraya Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Maheshwaraya Namaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. Om Jagadmatrikaya Namaha. So now you are invoking the king of gods, that's Lord Indra, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and the divine mother of the universe. And then let us call upon the Rishi Munis and the sages. Keep on continuing pouring the rice as I chant the mantra. Om Shaptarishibhyam Namaha. Om Vasishthaya Namaha. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Om Naradaya Namaha. Om Kashyapaya Namaha. Om Agasthyaya Namaha. Om Rigvedaya Namaha. Yajurvedaya Namaha. Samvedaya Namaha. Atharvavedaya Namaha. Here, we are not only doing the salutations to the great sages, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, Narada, Kashyapa, Agastya, and the energies of the four Vedas. May the wisdom of all this culmination of energies bring clarity to my thought. And now, fold your hands. हाथ जोड़ लें. And it is like creating a cosmic unity of all the divine forces available in this world. ओम सर्वदेवी देवताभ्याय इह कुंभे स्थिरमस्तु स्थिरमस्तु स्थिरमस्तु. Take a little rice and pour it back into the kumbh. Now close your eyes again. Take a flower in your hand and close your eyes with folded hands. हाथ जोड़ के हाथ के बीच में एक पुष्प रख लें and close your eyes and fold your hands. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Satchidanandaya Namaha. Om Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Salutations to Vasudeva, Shiva, and the eternal truth. The truth is one. The sages call it by many names. Om Ekam Sata Vipra Vahuda Badanti means there is only one truth, and I am calling upon that truth that is being called with different names. And now I put this flower at their feet. वो भी वो कुंभ के पास रख दो उस पुष्प को, कि जो 33 करोड़ देवी देवताओं के नाम आपको नहीं पता, you don't even know the names of them, but they are called with different names, but they are the ultimate truth. And now I bow down and I pour this flower at the feet of those gods and goddesses. अब एक काम करो, जो close your eyes, hold a little राइस इन योर हैंड, क्या करो, कीप इट ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड, बाएं हाथ में चावल रखो, दाएं हाथ से उसको कवर कर दो। शंख मुद्रा जो कहते हो आप, इट जस्ट लाइक दिस, यू सी, इट जस्ट लाइक जॉइनिंग, जैसे आप हाथ जोड़ते हो नमस्कार करते हो, वो ऐसे इट विल जस्ट गो डाउन, शंख मुद्रा जैसा बन जाता है। तो यहाँ पे राइस रखो, इसको कवर करके रखो। एंड नाउ थिंक ऑफ ऑल द गॉड्स एंड गॉडेसेस दैट यू कैन थिंक ऑफ, जो आपके इष्ट हैं, जो आपको बहुत पसंद है, या तो ऐसे जिनको आप बुलाना चाहते हो। सो कॉल अपॉन देम, क्लोज योर आईज, जस्ट टेक देयर नेम और कॉल अपॉन देम कि मैं ये पूजा कर रही हूँ, मैं ये साधना कर रही हूँ, प्लीज आप आके इससे सम्मिलित हो, मे यू बिकम ए पार्ट ऑफ दिस प्रोसेस, एंड देन pour that entire rice into the kumbh. Okay, now अब एक काम करो, आपके पास अगरबत्ती होगा, लाइक द इंसेंस स्टिक्स, यू कैन लाइट इट अप। और वो कुंभ के चारों तरफ उसको सुगंधित करने के लिए, let this incense sticks purify the environment and invoke the subtle presence of the divine beings. और आप जैसे ये इंसेंस स्टिक्स जलाते हो, द मंत्र लेट मी चैंट फॉर यू। ओम धूपम आग्राह्यामि देवाय नमः, सुगंधम सुगंधम पुष्टिवर्धनम तन तेनाहं प्रतिभूवतु सुगिग्नं मम। I offer this fragrant and this incense to the divine. May it bring purity, blessing, and auspiciousness to my life. उस अगरबत्ती को कहीं ऐसे जगह पे रख लो दैट इज सेफ एंड इट कैन बी बर्न फॉर सम टाइम, थोड़ी देर जल सके वैसे उसको रख दो। Now, as we are done with the Devatas and the Rishis, now it is the time to invoke the ancestors. Okay. So take a little rice again, and as I say, slowly drop it into the kumbh. If you have more tulsi leaves with you, वो राइस के साथ उसे ले लो, क्योंकि तुलसी को भी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माना गया है। The rice that we are going to pour in the name of our ancestors, if you hold a little tulsi leaf along with it, it becomes much better. Okay. So now slowly pour into that kumbh. Om Pitrubhyam Swadha Namah. Om Mata Mahebhyam Swadha Namah. Om Pita Mahebhyam Swadha Namah. Om Pitru Ganay Swadha Namah. Here I offer my respect and salutations to my ancestors, forefathers, and the divine lineage. May they all bless me with their wisdom and grace, and may they all through my hands take a dip into this Triveni Sangam of Kumbh. Drop it. हाथ जोड़ लो and then pray that if they ever had a desire to go to the Triveni Sangam, if they ever had the desire to take a dip in it, may they accept this small little kumbh as your offering to them. May they get liberated, and may they all bless you with the grace that they have. Now you have more flowers with you. आपके पास और पुष्प है? So slowly what you do, I will chant one mantra and you just keep one flower near the kumbh. Here you can use regular hand mudra. There is no need to only do the mrigi mudra. So let's offer the flowers and decorate it in a way that looks better or beautiful as well, so that we can share the photos of our kumbh. People are sharing the photos of the kumbh mela with lot of lights, lot of people. We will share the kumbh of our beautiful colors that we have created. Don't worry, we will only share it in our groups. Okay, so decorate it. Now मैं मंत्र पढ़ देता हूँ, आप धीरे धीरे उसको सजाते जाओ. ओम. Now here flower is actually a symbol of devotion and purity and surrender. मानो जैसे एक पुष्प का जीवन था. A flower has its life. But what did it do? It allowed you to pluck it. उसे तोड़ने के लिए उसने मौका दिया. Why? Because it is devoted. वो उसको पता है कि मुझे अगर तोड़ा भी जाता है तो किसी बृहद कारण के लिए. Even if I am broken, it is for the greater purpose. So उसका सरेंडरनेस आ जाता है. And what it depicts? It depicts devotion. सो उसी भांति जब आप एक पुष्प चढ़ाते हो, ये मान के चढ़ाना कि दैट फ्लावर इज एक्चुअली यू एंड इट इज जस्ट ए सिंबल ऑफ योर डिवोशन, your purity and your surrenderness towards the divinity. And then when you offer the flower, it has a greater meaning to that. हर एक पुष्प मानो आप अपने आप को वहां चढ़ा रहे हो. That's how it is all about. Okay. ओम पुष्पे पूज्ययामि देवं देवानां. Keep one flower. Take one more. ओम हरये नमः. ओम श्री महालक्ष्मै नमः. ओम त्रयंबकाय नमः. ओम वासुदेवाय नमः. Now, what are you saying is, with these flowers, I worship the divine lords, including Shiva, Vishnu, Lakshmi, and the cosmic energies that are there. And I invoke them and I offer myself to those kind of divine beings. Fold your hands and do your prayer in any possible way that you can. हाथ जोड़ के एक बार नमस्कार कर लो. Then while you are doing this, I wrote one more line that would be appropriate to sum it up together. So I wrote a simple line there and I said like, मुझे तुमसे नहीं हमसे प्यार है. आई एम नॉट इन लव विथ यू बट आई एम इन लव विथ अस. मुझे तुमसे नहीं, मुझे हमसे प्यार है. और प्यार है उस एक पल का, जिस पल में हम दोनों और भी गहराई से एक दूजे में खो जाते हैं. फिर से पढ़ लेता हूं. मुझे तुमसे नहीं हमसे प्यार है, और प्यार है हर उस पल से जिस पल में हम दोनों और भी गहराई से एक दूजे में खो जाते हैं. महादेव महादेव. So that's what I say. I'm not just in love with you, but I am in love with us. And I am in love with all those moments in which I come closer and we both merge as one. So in this space, now that can actually be like when you are looking at the Kumbh and you are praying, it's just like the merging of that. That is what you call as Sangam. Right? And now, the main process, the dip that you have to take. अब बताओ, कुंभ तो इतना छोटा सा है, डूबोगे कैसे उसमें? How are you going to dip into that? But now let us create a यांत्रिक process. एक यंत्र बनाते हैं. Wherever you are sitting, right? आपके पास सैंडलवुड पेस्ट है, सबके पास. नहीं भी है तो जल से बना सकते हो. यू कैन ऑल्सो क्रिएट द सेम यंत्र विथ वाटर. क्या करना है? वेरी सिंपल. यू हैव टू ड्रॉ ए ट्रायंगल वेयर यू आर सिटिंग. आपके चारों तरफ वो ट्रायंगल बनेगा. मीन्स वन लाइन बैक, वन देन गोज एज ए पॉइंटेड टुवर्ड्स द टॉप एंड देन इट कम्स. नॉर्मल एक त्रिभुज बनाना है, ए ट्रायंगल बनाना है. जस्ट लाइक यू ड्रॉ वन लाइन, goes up and comes down. It makes a upward triangle. The point of the triangle should be towards the कुंभ. पहले क्या करो, पलट जाओ, पीछे एक लाइन खींच दो. Draw it in a clockwise fashion. Okay, so draw one from left to right, then turn, then draw one from left to right again. एक पॉइंट बन गया. Then again left to right. तो तीन लाइन. When you draw the three lines, what happens? It creates a simple triangle around you. So take time, do it. It's like you creating a divine space or a yantra. Yantra का मतलब क्या होता है? A device. A device that can carry. A device that can make you reach that space. Okay. Once the triangle is drawn, let me know. I could see like Navneet ji is drawing the triangle around and Preeti ji is enjoying that. But okay, I don't have to draw even. Very good. Okay. If it is done, please show me a shine on the screen so that I understand कि हो गया है. Don't worry, वो दिखाई देना नहीं चाहिए. It's not necessary that you can only see it or it is visible. ये invisible भी हो सकता है. हो गया. Do one thing. आपके आसन के चारों तरफ बन गया ना वो ट्रायंगल. अब एक काम करो, ट्रायंगल के तीनों कोण में, लाइक ऑन द पॉइंट ऑफ द थ्री पॉइंटर्स ऑफ द ट्रायंगल, पुट वन वन फ्लावर ईच. एक एक फ्लावर रख दो सो दैट यू ऑल्सो आर अवेयर दैट ओके सो ये त्रिकोण है. दिस इज अ ट्रायंगल. So if you are done, do one thing. Starting from the right side. राइट साइड में जहां आपने फ्लावर रखा है, आपके इट वुड बी बैक ऑफ यू राइट. आपके राइट साइड में वहां पे गंग लिखना है. गंग गंगाय नमः. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट इट कंप्लीटली. ग लिखो. G-A-G. So any language that you are comfortable with, don't worry. It can be Hindi, English, Telugu, Tamil, whatever language you know, संस्कृत, विच एवर लैंग्वेज यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ. सो वहां पे ग लिखो. ग लिखने के बाद ऊपर एक बिंदु लगाना है. यस, विथ सैंडलवुड. यू कैन राइट विथ सैंडलवुड. अगर सैंडलवुड पेस्ट नहीं है तो सिंपली यू कैन ड्रॉ इट विथ द वाटर ऑल्सो. एक फ्लावर में लेके वाटर का ग लिख के उसके ऊपर डॉट लगाना है, तो वो गंग बन जाता है. सो दैट गम्स पम्प्स फॉर द ओम गंग गंगाय नमः. वंस दैट इज डन, टर्न टू द अदर वन, जो आपके पीछे है, ऑन टू द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ यू. वहां पे यम यमुनाय नमः. य. सो य लिख के उसके ऊपर एक बिंदु लगा देना है. यम यमुनाय नमः. हो गया. सो गंगा का बीज मंत्र लगा दिए, यमुना का बीज मंत्र लग गया. अब आपके सामने जो है वो सरस्वती का बीज मंत्र लगेगा. ओम सम सरस्वती नमः. स लिख के एक बिंदु लगा देना है ऊपर. स and a dot on that. Okay. Is it done? So take a little rice and pour at all the three spaces, starting from Gang, Yang, and Sang. Gang, Yang, Sang. Now to invoke the energy of the field that you are sitting in. आप जहाँ बैठे हो उसको आपने एक सिंपल ट्राइंगल बनाया है, लेकिन उस ट्राइंगल के अंदर हमको ऊर्जा प्रदान करनी है. वी हैव टू क्रिएट द एनर्जी फील्ड विद इन दैट ट्राइंगल. नाउ what are the three words that you have written? Gang, Yang, Sang. Right? Gang Gangaya Nama, Yang Yamunaya Nama, Sang Saraswati Nama. So now you have to close your eyes, fold your hands, and start chanting the mantra of Gang Yang Sam Gang Yam Sam Gang Yam Sam Gang Yam Sam. So once you keep on chanting it, you will see that the energy field will start creating and you will feel the heat directly when you are doing it. आपके अंदर भी उस ऊर्जा का प्रभाव होने लगेगा. You start chanting the mantra for some time, and when I say to stop, you can stop at that time. Gang yam sam gang yang sam gang yang sam gang yang sam gang yang sam gang yam sam gang yang sam gang yam sam. Do one thing, whenever you are chanting, chant as much as possible in one breath. एक सांस में आप जितना ज्यादा कर सको उतने ज्यादा चैंट करो, to the maximum. Then take a breath, again start chanting the mantra. Then you will actually experience the heat, experience the vibration, as well as the frequency of that mantra. Do that for some time. Now you can stop and just sit in the same way and start feeling what's happening in you. For majority of the people, you will actually start feeling the heat, and especially the Agna Chakra will be having a very pull, थोड़ा headache जैसा लगेगा उस चीजों में. But that's absolutely fine. Even if you feel a little heaviness on you, that's fine. वो chant बंद कर दो. Just feel what's happening within you. Allow that to purify you. आप जानते हो ना, जब शिव जी के ऊपर जल क्यों चढ़ाया जाता है? Because it is a kind of a energy reactor which is heated up. It is like have taken that wish within it and it is burning. What do? Then you pour water on it, right? So now you cannot jump into the kumbh in which your divinity has dived into. So what you will do is you will either take a spoon or any object through which you will start slowly pouring the water on your head. Let that bring that calmness within you. स्लोली करना है, कोई जल्दबाजी नहीं है, और ऐसा ना हो जाए कि नहा लिए आपके मंदिर में बैठ के. There is other process that I will guide you anyways. So slowly you take a little water and pour with on your head. I will chant the mantra while you do that. Okay, ready? So now the first mantra that we chant, and you slowly pour the water as I chant the mantra. धीरे धीरे करके पानी धीरे धीरे आपके ऊपर छोड़ना है. ओम अपवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थागतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुंडरीकाक्ष बाह्याभ्यन्तरः शुचिः. The first one is purifying me internally and externally. Now take again water and pour it on your head. Om Gangadharaय Namaha. Namah Shivaya. Pour it. Let the water flow. जैसे भी पानी बह रहा है बहने दो, उसको रोको मत अभी. Then the third. ओम त्रयंबकम यजामहे सुगंधिम पुष्टिवर्धनम उर्वारुकमिव वंदनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्. Now keep the water there and fold your hands and close your eyes and feel the water flowing through you. वो जल जिस भांति आपके ऊपर गिर रहा है उसे गिरने दो. Just experience as if this water has directly come from that space. And while sitting here, I know by now the moment you close your eyes, you are actually able to see, even without me telling, you are actually there in that Triveni Sangam. You are actually standing in that water. How many of you are already feeling it? Please raise your hand so that I know it. Yes. So that's the process that I'm speaking of. You don't have to even imagine. So now when you are there in that space, take a dip. With your, not at the physical space also, but at a space of your divinity. Take a dip into that water. And when you come out, feel the water flowing from your head, purifying every sin, purifying your physicality, your mentality, and all that blockages that you ever had in your life. May it wash away all that is not for you, and may it fill you with the divine grace. Take a dip again. Now, this time when you get up, do one thing. Keep a balance and keep a flower on your head for some time. Now, let's see how the divine grace flows into you. कहाँ से फ्लावर लेना है? कलश के पास से एक फ्लावर लो, उसको you just keep it on the top of your head, close your eyes. I would have done it personally, but as We are sitting at different locations. You have to do it on my behalf. So when you keep the flower on your head, now experience that flower as the hand of the divine. And that energy from that kumbh is actually flowing through you as the grace of the divine. Now, how about you being in that space, the hand of the divine on your head? Now you are offering a Bilva Patra to Shiva as you are sitting there with your folded hands. You just experience as if you have taken the dip and your Shiva is standing in front of you and you are offering a Bilva Patra at his feet. ॐ त्रिदलं त्रिगुणाकारं त्रिनेत्रं च त्रियायुधं त्रिजन्मं पापसंहारम् एकबिल्वं शिवार्पणम्. Offer that at the feet of the divine being. Now it's going to be a little difficult for you, might be. While keeping the balance on the flower on your head, again take a little water and pour it on your head again. Yes, leave it. Again, close your eyes and experience as if you are taking one more dip into the water. And once you are coming out, the water as it flows through your body, feel as if you have actually taken the dip into the water and the water is flowing from your head. While doing this, you can chant the mantra of Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Open your eyes, take that flower, keep it near the kumbh. Let the water flow as is. तुमको सर्दी नहीं पकड़ लेगी इतने पानी से. अगर नहीं पता है तो कुंभ में जो गए हैं पानी कितना ठंडा है वो सबको पता है. So as how much cool it is now. Now take a little akshat, keep it on your head. So what does that indicate? जब अक्षत अपने सर के ऊपर डालते हो मतलब उसकी जो आपने एक तो प्यूरिफिकेशन की है, दूसरा आपने क्या किया? You actually took the offering or the blessing of the divine. Now, in order to make that divine blessing complete and stable, you are putting akshat, जिसका क्षय नहीं हो सकता. So now again pour a little water and close your eyes. Hold your hands, close your eyes, take one more dip into the water. And as you are emerging out of the water, what do you see? What do you see is yours. Now, with your mind's eye, look around all that you can see. Where are you exactly? With the blessing of that divine. राजाधिराज योगीराज अखंड ब्रह्मांड के स्वामी मेरे महादेव महादेव महादेव. May this blessing always flow into me. This grace of yours. Don't you feel as if he has kept his hand on your head now? Let whatever is not needed for you, go away from you. और जो whatever is needed, whatever is good, whatever is best for you, flow into your life. May the divine grace flow through you into your family, into your homes, into the cosmos. As if now you have become the portal through which the divine energy is flowing. Now, as we all do, now turn your hands as if you are blessing to the entire cosmos, that the divine energy that is flowing through you with your closed eyes, just जैसे आशीर्वाद देते हो ना, may you bless everything in this world that has been created in this cosmos. With the prayer in your heart, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve santu niramaya, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, Ma kasyit dukkha bhagavad. May all be at peace. May all find the divine grace. May all be blessed with the presence of the divine. And now, chant this mantra along with me while you fold your hand, and before that, just pour a little more water on your head this time. And fold your hands with closed eyes. You just chant this mantra along with me. The mantra is Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam. 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 Now, absorb that energy that is flowing within you. If you really want to experience again with your closed eyes, look around all that you can see. Gather all that energy that is flowing in your heart. And at the same time, pray to the divine for this beautiful grace that has been brought onto you. So while your eyes are closed, just experience one thing. That even though you are the Ketaki flower, that has been abandoned, that was cursed, that was not accepted. May this be the day he accepts you. May this be the day he redeems all your sins. May this be the day when you come the closest to the divine. Never, ever to be separated again. हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव. So now you can open your eyes. If you want to remove anything from your head, you can keep it aside. एक जगह पे रख दो उसे. If nothing is there, no worries. वो सिर्फ अक्षत ही होगा आपके सर के ऊपर. So leave it as is. Now you have some fruits or sweets or anything. नैवेद्य है आपके पास कुछ चढ़ाने के लिए. सो एटलीस्ट यू डिड नीडेड इट टॉवेल, रुमाल से काम हो गया आपके स्नान का आज। सो जो भी नैवेद्य है आपके पास उसको वो कुंभ के सामने, या तो जो भी प्रतिमा आपके सामने रखे हो, जो कि द फोटो और द इमेज दैट यू हैव केप्ट, उनके सामने वो नैवेद्य को रखो। कीप द प्रसाद इन फ्रंट ऑफ इट एंड ऑफर इट विथ ग्रैटिट्यूड। अपने पूरे श्रद्धा के साथ उसे, उस देवी देवता और वो कुंभ के पास बीच में रख के उसको जल, उसके चारों तरफ 3 बार जल घुमा दो। टेक अ लिटिल वाटर एंड स्प्रिंकल अराउंड द प्रसाद 3 टाइम्स। ओम नैवेद्यम निवेदयामि सर्वदेव नमस्तुते। ओम अमृत मधुम पुण्यम ब्राह्मण्यम तव पूजनम। निगर आचमन कर लो। ड्रिंक, टेक वाटर 3 टाइम्स इन योर हैंड एंड नारायण 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 करके 3 बार उसको पी लो वो पानी को। एंड देन थोड़ा सा हाथ वॉश कर लो, लाइक हस्तम प्रक्षालयामि। कीप इट, लीव द वाटर बाय योर साइड। Now you can fold your hands and let us pray as a final gratitude to the divine beings and the celestial energies that have arrived at your home and allowed you to do this simple yet powerful process, and for the benefit of the entire cosmos. Chant along with me. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। The meaning is very simple. That is whole and complete. Means that is whole and complete. This is whole and complete. From the whole and complete arises. Taking the whole and complete from the whole and complete, the whole remains. Peace, peace, peace. उस पूर्णता से इस पूर्णता को, उस पूर्णता से जो पूर्णता निकली है, उससे भी अगर पूर्णता निकाल दिया जाए तब भी पूर्णता बाकी रहती है। दैट इज दैट मच कंप्लीट एंड होल। ये मंत्र उसके हिसाब से बताया जाता है। एंड मे एवरीवेयर देयर बी पीस, पीस, पीस। अब एक काम करना, जो भी जल आपके पास बच गया है उसे आपको, जो पेड़ पौधे हैं आपके घर में, यू कैन पोर दैट वाटर एट द ट्रीज और प्लांट्स, वॉट एवर यू हैव। बस अभी एक बार उसे छू लो। yes, you can give it to your family members, you can just sprinkle over them, that's good enough. ठीक है। so now एक बार कलश को छू लो, because you might not be directly going and pouring the water right away. if you can, good. if you cannot, just touch the kumbh once, and after later you can go and pour the water into the plants. Again, it is a like a sankalpa or a simple process. Just a while you are touching that kumbh, एक intention बनाओ अपने अंदर, for your own spiritual growth, for liberation and the peace in this entire creation. And now you are offering it back to the complete and the whole, that is the Brahman. So Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam, Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam, Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam. Again with the intention that Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Okay? fold your hands, and now you can go. Once this process is done, you can go and pour the water into the plants. So now with this ritual, do one thing. अपने हाथों से जो यंत्र आपने बनाया है, you have to rub it off. इस बार एंटी क्लॉकवाइज चलेगा. सो यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द टॉप, दैट इज आपके सामने जो है इसको उल्टा लेके आओ, फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट, देन फिर राइट टू लेफ्ट, राइट टू लेफ्ट, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज उसको मिटा दो पूरा. तो फ्लावर्स को इकट्ठा करके एक जगह रख दो. दीज ऑल कैन बी ऑल्सो पुट एट द प्लांट्स ट्रीज, उसको कहीं पे ऐसे जगह पे डाल दो, या तो अगर बहती जल में छोड़ सकते हो, इट इज गुड. इफ यू हैव a stream nearby or a water body, you can pour it back into that. या तो आप रोज जैसे भी फ्लावर्स कहाँ पे भी डिस्कार्ड करते हो, यू कैन पुट इट देयर. So now you came to a understanding that Kumbh is not just a physical entity there, the Kumbh is also within me. And the Triveni Sangam actually mirrors the Agna Chakra, where the Ida, the Pingala, and the Sushumna Nadi converge. Bathing in the Kumbh water is equivalent to activating the sacred energy center. आपके अंदर जो sacred energy center है, to awaken that is also to take a dip into the Kumbh. And here the roles of the Aghoris that you see. The Aghoris at the Kumbh hold the secrets of transmutation, the ability to turn the most impure into pure. And what they teach us is the divinity even exists in chaos. And while during this Kumbh Mela, people also get an access to the Akashic records, the cosmic archives that we call. They also do sadhana to get into that. Now, today is January 26th, the Republic Day. So now there are 4 more dates that are available on which you can repeat the process by watching the YouTube telecast as well. The dates are January 29th, that is Mauni Amavasya. Then February 3rd, that is Basant Panchami. Then February 12th, the Magh Purnima. And the February 26th, that's the Mahashivaratri. So what you are starting today, we will end on Mahashivaratri. So did you realize actually you have already started the Shivaratri process from this day? एक महीना. So this time you have already started the process. So this 26 to next 26. अब साधनाएं और दे दी जाएंगी, like I will keep on giving you more processes regarding the Shivaratri so that this 1 month goes on into a complete sadhana process. Okay. And then the question that was asked about the Ketaki flower. As it is already time, I would request, or I would speak elaborately about that in the next Q&A session. But before I go, any one of you has any questions or anything to tell or share, this is your time now. You can simply raise your hand. You can let me know if I have any questions, if you have any doubts, or if you want to share anything. And surely I will be looking forward to the groups to see the photos of the Kumbh that you created. And surely a few things that you experienced today. You need not be what they said grammatically correct, because बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है वो grammatically correct नहीं है इसलिए लिखते नहीं. We are not going to see or give you marks on grammatical errors or grammatical pragmatism, like, or the grammatical prophecy that you have. We just want to see what you experienced. So, no questions, right? Very good. So then let me just remind you, this process that you did today, this clearly indicates that Mahakumbh Mela is not just there. It is a reminder that the divinity is not just confined to the temples or rituals, but flows in the rivers of our lives. And to merge with that is to awaken the infinite within ourselves. And whatever steps and the secrets that we shared here, now you carry the essence of the Kumbh within your soul, turning every drop of water that fell on you into a stream of liberation. May you all be blessed. May you all have a beautiful life ahead. With this, I would like to stop and meet you again in our Q&A session on Wednesday. Till then, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. Har Har Mahadev. Radhe Radhe. So Haribhai, if you are still there, I'm not sure because in between I got the notification. So I believe like Haribhai is not around. So what we will do is I'm just inviting somebody to sing a song for you, because I don't have the access and I can see his eyebrows are going up. So that's a good indication that he understands what I'm saying. So I don't have the access to play the song. So Chidvilas, please go ahead. So which
Namaskar,
song?
Guruji. I'm gonna sing Bo Shambho.
Go ahead.
Bo Shambho, Shiva Shambho, Swayambho. 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 Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mama Baba Sagara Taraka Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mama Baba Sagara Taraka O Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho Nirguna Parabrahma Swarupa Gama Gama Bhuta Prapancharahita Nirguna Parabrahma Swarupa Gama Gama Bhuta Prapancharahita Nijagunanita Nidantananda आनन्दातिशय अक्षयलिङ्ग आनन्दातिशय अक्षयलिङ्ग भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट किट तोम तोम धिमि किट किट धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट तोम 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 धिमि किट तो मतंग मुनिवर वंदित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित वेश्या नित्य निरंजन नृत्य नटेश ईश सर्वेश सर्वेश भो शंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो शिव शंभो स्वयंभो
Wow. Thank you, Chidvilas. And thank you, everyone,
Thank you so
for your
much, Maya.
time, your efforts. Meet you all again on the Q&A session on Wednesday. Thank you so much.